Yo, welcome everybody back to this series and this stream. So the purpose of today's stream, what I wanted to do, at least what I wanted to try to do, was to figure out a way to connect our Expo app to our Firebase and our GraphQL backend. Now, I haven't been able to figure that out yet. However, we should be able to get it. So let's get started. I just want to double check if the stream and everything is working. All right, there we go. All right, cool. So now we are live. Everything is good to go. Let's get started. So, I really don't even understand where I left off earlier, but let's give it a try. Let's see what we had. So basically, we're running into an issue that says network request failed. So let's do Control-Shift-F and type network request error dot that, and then error dot message. Okay. So for some reason we're getting the network request error failure here. Let's try something out here. So what I want to do is within my, where is it? Within my backend, we have our index.js, which is right here. We have this, which is here as well. And we have our server. So I think everything here is going perfectly fine. I don't see any sort of issue with that. However, I feel like the issue is coming from the front end specifically, I think. And so I think the easiest solution for this would be that we can just copy the code that we have and just put it in ChatGPT and see what we can get. That would be the easiest solution, but let's try to see if we can debug it on our own to see if we can learn a little bit more. Hello query, this, loading, error.message. Because we have our Apollo provider right there, so let's get rid of that. And then, you know what, I'm gonna do something here. Oh yeah, so we also have our Firebase and everything connected. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look up how to connect GraphQL to Expo. Let's see how we can do that. Integrated with the React Native, sure, same thing. We'll go with that. So we have to install that. Let me zoom in a lot more. There we go. So we have to install this, and then we need to wrap it in our client, Apollo client. Let's see if we've done that. So in our layout, we have our imports, Apollo, in-memory cache that. We have our client. Where's our client? Do we not have a client? Is that, oh, here it is. Okay. Client is this / GraphQL. GraphQL. Maybe that's the whole shebang. That's all we really need to do to fix everything. Let's reload it. It can't be that easy. It's never that easy. Yeah, it's never that easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just try this in our browser and see what it returns us. Because I remember that we have this env here with an IP address. And then move this there. So we have this. That might be the issue actually. / add 4000. 4001. No, that doesn't even, that's not even a thing. But it's on localhost. That's probably the issue. We can't find localhost. Oh, okay, you know what? I think I realized what the issue is. Okay, yeah. Yep. I'm gonna just put in ChatGPT and give us the easiest solution for this. So we have this for our GraphQL API and our Expo front end, we have an issue where the API is running on, we have an issue where the API is running on, where is it running on? Running on localhost. However, we are giving it 10.0.0. That is our route. What can I do to fix this issue? So we're going to paste that there, and then I'm going to go into, I'm just going to copy all of this stuff, make my life easy. Not too complex, not too complicated. Paste that there, and I think that should be it. So let's see what ChatGPT spits out for us here. Okay, so the good old local development hiccups. So when running your server on localhost, it's only, here, let me show exactly what she's a saying. It's a saying. Dems the breaks. Okay. The good old development hiccups when you start the local, it's only accessible from some machine. Since you already have that's not my local IP. That's, yeah, okay, that's local IP. Okay, so then let's do that. So let's update the Apollo server, which is this right here, to run on that. Okay. And then Apollo client, where is it? Right here. We will run this bad boy on that bad boy. That's not right. That's the wrong one. This is supposed to be this one right here. Okay. Whoopsie poopsies. Let's copy this. Paste that there like so. Save it. What do we get? Wait, did it work? Refresh? No. Refresh. Work. Come on, work. Did it work? We should see hello world. Okay, we see it here, but like, is that what I'm sending? Is that really what I'm freaking sending? That. So from GraphQL, hello string, hello world, perfect. Okay, cool. Good, we have it working. So basically the issue that came up was that we were connecting GraphQL to localhost. However, we're actually supposed to connect it to our local IP, which is 10.0.0.188, and then GraphQL and Expo could talk to each other and work their differences together. Yep, that's perfect. All right, so now we've connected our we've connected our GraphQL and our Expo. Now let's go ahead and see if we can create a simple Firebase function that we can just, is that what the information is? Okay, well, let's create a simple Firebase function to see if we can receive like a hello world or something. So I'm a little lazy, so I'm going to say help me please create a Firebase function that will return data and return data like, I don't know, let's say we're going to return something like an array of emojis. Sure, that's a good idea. And pass it through GraphQL and into our Expo app. Let's give that a try, because then what's going to happen is that once we can get that working, then my goal, hopefully, that we can set up some sort of basic authentication. Something very basic. Is not going to be anything too advanced. So let's see what it says here. So we got a init Firebase functions. We've already done that, and then we need to go to our this. So let's actually, you know what? I'm gonna check something else. Firebase functions docs. Let's see the documentation, because it's also important to learn. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna go back. Okay, so the way that it's saying is that we're gonna use something called exports.getEmoji. Functions.https on request this. deploy the function to your local emulator or Firebase directly. Okay, and that. And then step 2, modify the GraphQL server to use Firebase function. Okay. Note, replace your project ID with your actual project ID. Okay, and then type definitions is that. Query Expo is that. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Get emojis, delete that. Cool. Let's give it a try. Let's give her a try. Why not? So inside of our functions right here, let's go ahead and create a simple function. Let's go ahead and create a new file. Yes, create a new file. Call it test functions.js. And what we'll do is just copy and paste that there. Strings must be double quoted, of course, sir. So let's copy all these, make them double quoted. By the way, the way I did that is just the Apple key and then D. You hold those two together. Or if you do it on Windows, I think it's Control. There we go. So now we are sending an array of emojis. These are nice emojis. I like it, I like it, I like it. And then we have to deploy our functions. Okay, let's give that a try. So let's do Firebase deploy -- only functions. So let's go here. It's saying that this is never used, and this is never used. I'm gonna be a little bit lazy about this one. Just put it right in the chat GPT. So import function triggers are respective submodules. This, see a full. Oh, it's an example right there of how to use it. Okay. Okay. I mean, because I feel like we should use it just in case that we can see logs coming through. I think that's what it's for. I think. To solve this, we can actually do that. Response.send structured data. You know what? For now, we'll just do that. For now, sure. And then deploy those functions. Okay, cool. Error must be on the Blaze pay-as-you-go plan. You've got to be kidding me. God damn it. God damn it. Why you make my life so complicated? So we need to change the billing info. Okay, you know what? Let's do that last then. I think we already know that it's gonna work. It's gonna connect. Not a big issue. I'll worry about that later. Let's then do this. Let's go ahead and set up our authentication. Can I do Firebase functions without being on the Blaze plan? Because I really wanna. Definitely you can develop it. However, if you want to make external, if you are just getting started, okay, let's do this. I want to test them locally. How can I deploy my functions locally? Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. Here we go. Okay. So so we have this, init the functions. Yep, we got that too. Write the function. Okay, start the emulator only functions. Okay, and then that just locally. You'll see an output like that. That's pretty much just the way you now modify the function. Okay, let's give it a try. Why the heck not? Why the fricks heck not? But you know what? Let's try doing Firebase emulator start. I think what's gonna happen, at least my hypothesis, is that we start it up, and then after running the above command, you'll see an output like that. Well, that doesn't make any sense. So we have this here, response, I'll send that, okay. And then if we do test locally, after running the above command, you'll see an output like this. Don't see this output. Where is this output at? Ah, okay. So it's, no, it's not that. Hello world. I am so confused. Watching convert REST API, GraphQL as you can, API. What the hell is this? I'm so confused what that is. I'm not really sure how to work with this. Well, let's see, ask what this means. What does this mean? This is my code. How can I test the response locally? I'm gonna send it my code as well. I know it doesn't really feel like I'm really coding, it's more like I'm just copying and pasting it, but like, that's sufficient code, you know, not really. You're trying to make sure your project gets done as soon as it can, but also, you know, with this method you are also learning too, so let's see what it says here. So just paste the URL and you should see, okay, sure, let's give that a try. Well, we're running on 4,000, I think. No, what are we running on? Here's my, let's just send this, to see what we're running on. Here's my stuff. What is my URL now? This is why I like JavaScript development so much more. It's just simpler, you know? Just gets the job done. Okay. So you're like 127.0.0.1, that. Okay, let's give that a try. So I put this into my project and then give it the name of my project, which is BitTracker Firebase? Is that the name? No. How do I get the name? How do I wait, how do I get the name? I sort of forgot about that. How do I get the name? The ID, sorry, that's what it is. Okay, let's go to the Firebase console in that case. I am gonna do that off screen, just so I don't show any sort of information that doesn't need to be shown. Oh, wait, it's in the Firebase JSON. Oh, okay. Well, the Firebase ID, the project ID, it's perfectly fine to show that. That's not a big issue. So Firebase JSON, and then we have it here somewhere. Projects. No, it's not there. ERC. Ah, there it is. Okay. And so if I put this there and then replace this with my project ID. Copy this, paste that, send it. And I get function, this emoji does not exist. Let me zoom in a lot. There we go. Does not exist. Valid functions are blank. Well, buddy, it's not there. What do I do now? What do I do now? Did I deploy them? Oh, that's how I deploy them. Okay, so let's do that. So close this. Paste that. Deploy dash only functions. Please deploy. Please. Oh, you mother. Required API. I want to test them locally. It still asks me to upgrade my plan. I don't want to upgrade my plan. I just don't wanna. So run that. Init emulators, init start. It should give you a URL like this. Wait, okay. Okay, so here's what it says. It says you init the CLI. Initialize emulators. Okay. I mean, I've already done that before, but let's see. Okay. Something like functions. Yep, that's initialized. Perfect. Okay. And then start her up. Just start this bad boy up. And then check the functions list. When you run emulators, it will list all the functions it's emulating. Get emojis is listed there. I don't see it here. Don't see it here at all. Now you should be able to test your, if you're still facing issue, double check your Firebase.json. Everything is set up correctly there. Everything is set up here. This is fine. I still don't see it. I still don't see it. Get emojis in my console. So we send all this. Might as well. Sure. Why the heck not? I'm trying everything in my power to not have to upgrade it all. Seems like your function is being picked up by the emulator. Here's a few things you can do. Make sure your get emojis function. Okay, so this index.js file. Let's do this. Let's uncomment that. Let's uncomment this, okay? And on request, response sent. Okay, let's do that. And then we should get something like hello world or something. Okay, save this. And then we'll stop this. And then now if we restart it, we should see something like hello world here somewhere. Did we get it? Okay. Okay. Looks like we got it. And so now if I go into here and I type in here hello world. Hey, there we go. Okay, so we've connected it without the pay-as-you-go thingy. But how did we do that? That's the thing I'm confused by. It's like we have on request here. This is .https on request. The only difference is that on request thing. So I guess we're just gonna have to implement it like that. Okay, I'm just gonna double let it know. By the way, you were close. Unfortunately, you were wrong with the creation of the function. It's like this. I'm just telling ChatGPT just so it can improve its responses next time somebody asks. Okay. Yeah, cool. Cool. Okay, so now we've got that. Let's now say this. According to this update, let's send the emoji array to my GraphQL and then to my Expo app. Because then once I can get everything connected, then I think I could probably we could start working on the basic infrastructure of authentication. We'll go like step by step on this thing. Yeah. Okay, see, so it didn't get it right. See, it's saying like functions.http. No, it's just on request. We want to do it like that. Control-Shift-P, prettierize it, and then we'll just do this, do that, there we go. Response and send emojis. And then, so in our type definitions, right here, this is more for like practice for me. I haven't done it in a while. So what we'll do inside of this query, we'll give it emojis, and then it'll be an array of strings, like so. And then after that, inside of here, inside the query, we'll return emojis. with a function call like this, and we're going to return an array. However, in the real world scenario, you make an HTTP request to your deployed function. See, so this is the part that's confusing me, because we already created this emoji function, right? We want to actually receive the data into our GraphQL API. So let's do this. So now let's do that then. Give me the HTTP request I can send. And so this is my hello world URL. Adapt as needed. There we go. I'm just curious on how I would do it. Would it just send a simple HTTP request? Awesome. So let's take it step by step. We have the okay. Now let's build the GraphQL. npm install Axios. Now I mean, I could do fetch though. Could use fetch. Yeah, let's do the Axios. Yeah, let's do Axios. Screw it, we'll do it live. So inside our GraphQL API, start with this bad boy. Let's go ahead and npmi Axios. Okay. And then that's installed. Let's go ahead and rerun it. So this is how, okay, so this is how it would be made then. So basically we have an async function here with the try catch block. The try catch block, we have an await Axios call. Oh, and that we're just calling the URL with the function name of get emojis, and then assuming has returned as an array. Okay, and then you know what? Just in case, just for my case, just for my consciousness, just for my thingy, I'm just gonna console.log response and see what we get. I'll restart the node server. Now, oh, you know what? I'm not gonna ask it. I'm not gonna ask ChatGPT to help me to send it to the front end. I think it's a good idea that we practice and we figure that out on our own. So we have our layout, and then let's go to index. I think it's, yep, index data.hello. So we want to toggle emojis. I think it's just emojis like that, I think. And then data.emojis. Sure. Let's give that a try. Axios is not defined. What do you mean it's not defined? Oh yeah, I didn't define it. Const Axios is equal to require Axios. There we go. Okay, and now refresh this. Let's go to our front end. Reload. Does it work? Do you show? Oh, we got the emojis. We got the emojis working. Perfect. Okay, so now we've connected all three things. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Oh man, I'm tired. I'd go for a nap right now. Okay. So we've connected the emojis. Now how should we structure this thing? Because here's the Figma. Let me show you the Figma. Here's the Figma. So we have our splash screen. We're done that. Now we're gonna have our sign up, login, and forget password screen. And then we want to go to a simple like hello world screen or something that we can show that at least you're logging in. Okay. Then let's set that up. Let's just set up basic like input text and stuff like that. So it's gonna make our life a lot easier. Copy. Is there a way to copy folder structure? I don't think there is. Okay. Then let's do this instead. So we have our app there. This is our layout. We'll consider our layout as that. Is it possible to just do dark mode. I just want dark theme. I don't. God, that's disgusting. Okay, let's go back. Okay, let's try this out. Let's leave this there. We'll leave that as is. That's a simple modal. Missing, so screen doesn't exist, sure. And then tabs. Tabs is what we're going to consider as our hub of everything. So let's create a new folder. Let's call it, well, you know what? Yeah, let's do it on our own. So let's create a new folder. Let's call it login and registration. Okay. So we can see here that we have three different screens. We have a sign up, a login, and a forget password. So let's create the first one, which is going to be our login. So let's create a new file, call it login.tsx. We'll create another file, then we'll call it signup.tsx, and we'll create one more that's called new file forget password.tsx. I want to rename all of them to have screen at the end, mainly because it is a screen and it's good to keep consistency like that. Okay, and then screen. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna ask ChatGPT to help me create authentication for this thing. Now, you know the basic premise of my app. I want to create authentication. Let's authentication from sign up, login, and registration. For now, let's do registration. Let's start off with registration. Let's give that a try. Let's see what this thing spits out. Sweet. Let's get set up in registration. Now, I mean, does it make you a lazy developer if you're using ChatGPT all the time to get all your answers? I think it makes you a more efficient developer. I think you get substantially better because you don't really have to waste time. Okay, so install the admin SDK. I think we already have that. Yeah, let me check. Package.json. This is the functions. Oops. Firebase JSON. Oh, interesting. So it's like that. Okay. Firebase admin. I wonder what that is. Let me see if I can do Firebase-admin. Do we have that? Okay, we have that. Cool. Where do we have that? Oh, it's in the back end. Okay. Okie dokie. So let's go to. So we need to create a Firebase function that's going to be invoked to do our registrations. You know what we'll do? We'll do / registration function. So we need to import a few things at the top here. Let's do const functions. Wait, this doesn't really make any sense. Here's a sample code for Firebase function. Okay, I mean we already have everything imported there, so we don't need to import this. And then we need to import admin. So const admin is equal to require Firebase admin. I'm still a little bit confused where this is coming from. Like, it's in the back end, but where in the functions? How the hell do you have access to this thing? Firebase functions. You know what? Just from. Oh wait, there it is. Okay. Oh, okay. So it's there. But why is it accessing from there? You know, just for our clarity, what I'm gonna do is I'll do npm uninstall firebase-admin, and then what we'll do is within we run the server, but within our Firebase admin, cannot find it. What the heck? Okay, there it is. Firebase functions, okay. You can't find it, buddy? Why not? So, Firebase admin. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, we need it here. But why do we need it here? It's for initialize the application. Gotcha. No, you live and you learn. You learn and you live. Okay. So we have that function now created here, Firebase admin. And then we need to initialize app. Okay. Admin dot initialize app. Okay. Now if we're only creating a function for registration, which is this right here. Oopsie doopsies. Copy this there. Paste that there. Okay. On request, there we go. So we have this here. What would happen if I just comment this up? I just want to test something out here. So we have this there, and then let's update our GraphQL API. Type definitions, scroll all the way to the top here. So we gotta go into our GraphQL, type definitions, resolvers, modular exports, okay. And then inside of here. So I wonder what the mutation does. I'm gonna look that up. But so we have mutation, we have user, so register, which is a function, email string, user, UID, string. UID? What do you mean by UID? Okay, and so we'll update our resolvers to give it mutation. And then we're going to give it the register function, provide the parameters of email and password, send it to that URL, okay. And we catch it like that, okay. And then what we'll do is inside our sign up screen, we provide it here. Wait. Call from your Expo app. Finally, your Expo app will make a GraphQL mutation call to register a new user. Okay. So what we'll do is let's create a new folder. Call it registration. Okay. And then we'll put the sign up screen inside of there. And then we will do a new file, register, handle, registration, I think that's how you spell it, .ts, which is a TypeScript file, so we gotta put this there, and then we'll import use mutation from Apollo client, and then from Apollo client. Okay, so we're providing it this, and then we'll do data third component. Have a separate file for handle registration. I put it in a file. Well, you know what, honestly, we don't really need it as a separate file, I don't think. We can just have it as a function itself. So you know what, for the sign up screen, I want your help in creating a basic sign up screen that will take the username and password and register the user and log them in. Should we log them in? No. And take them to the sign up screen. Oh yeah, by the way, I asked that ChatGPT here. ChatGPT. So we already have React navigation, React stack, everything. We have that. Okay. Honestly, it'll be easier to just get like all of the initial stuff out of the way, and then we can worry about design and everything as we go on. And then add navigation. Okay, so we already have navigation, and we don't gotta worry about that at all. Okay. So let's do this. So we paste this in there. And then explicitly any type. Well, we'll worry about that in a bit. So login register is this. Oh, it picked it out. Oh, sick. Okay. How did he pick it out? Let's see here. Tab 1, tab 2, layout. I don't think we need a layout file, do we? Because the index is here. And then edit screen info. Network request failed, of course. Yeah, we have to refresh the thingy. Our Firebase function here. Okay, let's see if we actually even created the Firebase function too. I think what we'll worry about is just registration for today, and then we'll worry about like if I click on that. No, let's close the terminal. Yeah, so we'll just worry about like just simple registration for now, and then later on we'll talk about how to do the sign up and login. At least with this, we can at least have a user registered. And then what we can do is within our Firebase emulator suite, this thingy, that's huge, that's really big. We have authentication, and then we'll have our users inside of here. One account per email address. Preventing users from creating multiple accounts and email addresses with different authentication providers. Okay. So let's see if it. So we have register. Hey, we got the function created. Alright, sick. Admin's not defined. Oh, that's why we need admin. Okay, gotcha. Just for our sake, we'll just rerun the emulator start. Cool. So while that's happening in the background, let's close all these files. Okay. So we have this here. And then now we get to sign in, which is going to be the screen right here. And what we'll do, we'll copy this, paste this here, and we'll call it sign in screen. And we'll just have username, password, register. We don't want register. We don't want to handle the registration here at all. And then on press, we'll just do console.log hello. And then let's get rid of that. On press, is on press a thing? It is a thing. Okay. I also want to use button and everything from React Native Paper. Does that exist? Just view doesn't exist. So you know what? We'll get rid of that. And then we'll put view from React Native, like so. And then we'll get rid of this. Copy this. Paste that there. There we go. Does it change at all? Are you gonna change, buddy? Whoa. Oh yeah, that was a new thing that I've noticed in where's the button? Wait, did you notice that? I clicked hello for some reason. Oh, that's so weird. Button, sign up. Button exists, right? Oh yeah, we need to. All right, let's do that. So we gotta do React Native Paper button, and what we'll do is we will copy the latest one. Deny. Okay, I trust you. Sure. So let's do this. Let's make it dark mode. I cannot stand light. Button, and then let's copy contain button, sure. Put this here, okay. And then let's go ahead and copy and paste this bad boy there. Pressed, okay. So we have that there, we have that there. Oh, yeah. Text does not exist. Right, we gotta import text from React Native. Text, React Native paper. Does it come with? Oh, it does come with it. Why is it saying it wasn't? Oh man, that's weird. Okay, that's good. That's all right. Okay. So we have two screens: login and register. Login and register. That's not. We'll worry about that later. Sure. Let's change this from on press me to sign up, and then pressed camera, no icon, we don't want any icon. Sign up, and then pressed. We don't want to run that function too many times. Let's do this just so we have something. I want to use Formic. So basically Formic and yup validation will make our life a lot easier. I'm going to use Formic and yup validation for our registration. It comes with the whole error handling and everything and outside of the box, so we can just worry about that from there. We don't need to worry about that. So copy this, paste that into there. So let's, we gotta install Formic and yup. So while this is cooking the backend, let's go ahead and install Formic and yup validation. There we go. And obviously, what this will prevent from happening is that it'll prevent multiple clicks like over and over and over again. Okay, sign up screen, sign in screen like that, and then rerun this bad boy. Okay. So let's see what actually happened here. So we're using the validation schema. So basically the validation schema is going to be an object. It's going to take in two things. These two things are basically going to be the validation for the username and password. The username, it's just going to be, it's going to take in, it's going to, what's the word? It's going to anticipate a string, and it's going to say that the string is required. You know what, let's also do this. We'll also add a min of 6. User name must be at least 6 characters. And so the next thing is password. So it's going to require a string. It has to be a minimum of 6 characters, and it is required. And then we have the validation right here. So initially, the username and password are going to be empty. So these two input fields are going to be empty. And then we have the validation schema. And then we have the on submit with the data. Oh, are we doing anything with the data? You know what? I just want to console log just to see what happens. Console.log data. Okay. Sign in. And then that. Okay. Save it. So if I click right now, nothing's happening. Let's see here. What I want to do is on submit. I think there's another function we can do. On damn. Let me refresh the screen real quick. So we have that, and then we have sign up screen. Oh, I was doing all the work in the login screen. Maybe. That's probably why it was bugging out really hard earlier. So that's okay, and then wait, did I change the name of this? No, I didn't. Okay, let's copy this, paste this there, and then we're going to change this to sign in, login screen. There we go. And then there we go. We'll get rid of this, and that should be it. Okay. Network request Failure? Why? Oh, right, the backend's not running. Okay, let's run the backend. So we have this error says here, defined in resolvers but not in schema. Okay, so let's go ahead and define that too. So we have our thingy. Okay, so we have our type defined in resolvers, which is this right here. Email and password. But it's not in the schema. What the hell is a schema again? Schema. I don't know, actually. Let's figure it out. Let's see what it says. Oh man, my computer is lagging really hard now. Not just because it's running for a while. So it says here that it looks like we have a small issue with the schema resolvers. The issue pointing out that mutation type is defined within the query type in resolvers, which is incorrect. You should separate the query mutation and the resolvers object like this. Wait, didn't I? Yeah, the query. Oh, I didn't. Oh, might be. That's on might be. Okay, so we have the query there, mutation there. That's what it meant by the error. Okay, so now it's working. So now, if I go here, refresh the app, and then we go into login and register, which is this screen right here. I click it a few times. Password required, username required, perfect. So this isn't submitting anything yet because the where is it? The yup validation. This error right here, this validation schema is coming out being like, you haven't submitted the information required. You got to submit it before we can submit it. Before we can submit this form. Okay. Navigation sign in, and then login screen. So I think, should we call it a login screen? Login screen. Okay, cool. I don't think there's anything else. So let's give it a try. So let's do test user. And I'll do password 1234. Sign up. Apollo response not successful 400. So that doesn't, that means that we didn't even have it go to our Firebase function. Firebase emulator suite. This thingy. If I go to authentication, okay, we don't have it there at all. I wonder why that happened. So we have registration response see status 400. Okay, let's give it to the thingy-mabob and let it do the thingy-mabob. See how fast the development process went just by getting the help from this thing. I mean, we also learned a lot too off of it. Well, sort of. We don't need to copy that screen. This is the only real screen, this one. And then our test functions doesn't need to be there at all. And then this function right here. So we have, I noticed you have UID in your client, but UID and email. Oh, that's strange. UID. What the hell is a UID? Oh yeah, no, it created the UID. I remember this. This is for our password. But why should it be UID? That doesn't make any sense. So we have the mutation. Register. Update your client GraphQL mutation. What the hell? What? Oh, you see this right here? It's saying that we have to update this and then do that and then. What is UID? User identifier and it's unique. Okay. Hey, I know you every time user. Okay, it's usually good at user. Okay, gotcha. Unique identifier. User identifier. What the hell was it again? User identifier. Okay. So we have mutation, register. So inside of our sign up screen, right here, we change this to. Oh, we're using email. Okay. So change this to oopsie poopsies. It'll just be easier to copy and paste it, honestly. There we go. There. Okay. And then update our sign in screen. Sign in? No, sign in. God, I gotta change this name. Should be sign. Oh boy, there's something fishy going on. Okay. Sign up. There we go. Sign on. Sign up. There we go. Okay. So we gotta give it. Where the hell am I right now? Honestly. Where am I right now? This is the type of confusion that can really mess up the code base. I'm gonna have to figure this out earlier rather than later. Okay, so we have data. So email is this, and then const data. So there's variables of this. Okay, and then password. Password doesn't exist. Password does exist. Variables. Nope, not that. So wait, hang on. So if I do this, and I do that, email, and then password, but password isn't a thing. Let's see what's not a thing. No value exists in scope shorthand property password. Either declare one or provide an initializer. UID password. Okay, so email, username, email. Okay. And then we have password, which doesn't exist. Yeah, there's something interesting here. So the thing that I'm trying to figure out is, you know what, before I get more confused by this, no, we'll leave that there. I'm not going to close that. So we have this here, and then we have email, password. Let's just have it define it for us. But wait, where is this coming from though? So we have await register, use mutation, register mutation, email, password, UID. Should be UID. UID. Not UID either. Where are you coming from? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? UID. Now that's weird. I'm gonna put in ChatGPT to save myself some time. I'm really hungry right now. I'm gonna probably stream a lot earlier too. Formic.values.password. Okay, so formic says password, and then formic.values.password, and then email is this, and then we gotta set the email on change text, username, change all of them. Oops, to oh boy. Username, email. Handle change, handle that. and then email. Email, format dot. Damn it, no, not that. Format dot values, email, username. Yeah, see, there was a lot of inconsistencies throughout the ChatGPT code that we have to fix. So we have this, and then email, handle change, email. Let's give that a try, see what happens. Sure. So if we test hello. Oh, you know what? What did we say in our Figma? What it was supposed to be? In the sign up screen, email. And so we have to ask for a couple of things, full name, email, password. We're gonna figure out what other things to ask for, but yeah, let's stick with email here. And then we'll do email, invalid email. Okay, cool. So we save it, hello, and now if I type something here, it says invalid email, perfect, hello at .com, sign up. Did you work? Saying is improperly formatted. So it didn't register. Did it register? No, it didn't. Because I'm looking at my authentications. Yeah, there's no user there. Okay. But, here, wait. If I click it again, does it? No, wait. Click it now. Okay. So it is working. So we have, it says here, response is invalid email is being returned. That's coming in from Firebase's end. Okay. Let's see what she's saying. Right, we also did that, I think, right? No, we didn't. No, we did not. So we go here, and then instead of use formic, values are right here, we'll do console.log values. Oops. Dot values. Dude, what am I looking at right now? That makes no sense. Form values, like that, there we go. And so now if I click sign up, this is what we're getting returned. Okay. Okay, so Firebase function. Okay, alright, so it looks like it's good at this time. You got given the form of font, Firebase function, make sure the Firebase register in your code is deployed. Yeah, so we have it deployed. That's fine. Error handling, server endpoint. Is this server name different? Wait, but that doesn't matter because we have this here. You know what? Let's do this. Let's open up Mr. Postman and let's send a request through it. Taking its time to load up. There we go. All right. Make this ish bigger. Close that. There we go. And then, so if I send, what is it I get? It's a post. Right, it should be a post. So I send that there. And I get, what the hell is that response? Did that register somebody? There's no way that registered. That registered somebody? What the what? How? That makes no sense at all. So just calling that works. Email. Okay, let's do this. Let me try this out. Let me try something out here. Instead of calling any sort of function, what we'll do is console.log email and password. Let's just see what we get returned in our Firebase function here. Oh no, this is our backend. Yes, backend. Click it. Oh yeah, I gotta refresh. Whoopsie doopsies. Now would you look at that? Would you look at that? See, we're getting nothing here as an email. That's probably why it's not working. Why is that? So we have a unique identifier and that. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, bud. Oh yeah, there, bud. Okay. I'm getting nothing for the email. So I'm gonna let that run in the background while we try to debug this on our own. See, okay. So we're getting password, which is fine. But how the hell, where are we getting password from? The mutation. What the hell is the mutation? Wait, okay, wait. If that's a password, then let's do this. Email. Formic.values.email. Sure, let's give that a try. Let's see what happens. Send. Okay, there we go. There she blows. Minimize this biatch. Okay. Now we do Control Z. Yeah, you know what? That was the issue. That was all the issues. Oh yeah, we gotta refresh this bad boy. Do that. Are you ready for this to work? Are you ready for this to friggin' work? So I'm gonna delete the original user that was made. And now if I click on sign up. Refresh. So I click on sign up, refresh. Hey! We just created a user. Isn't that cool? We just created registration. We registered this biatch. Edit user. What can I edit him with actually? So we can give it a name, give him an email, photo URL, custom claims, authentication, phone authentication, multi-factor authentication. Oh, we should have multi-factor authentication, I think. Now that's a little bit away from MVP, but I like where this is headed right now. I'm really liking where it's headed. Okay. I am gonna call it a day there, and I'll stream again tomorrow, but substantially earlier, because this is really good. So you know what we did today? We not only set up registration, but we also were able to connect our Expo app to our backend GraphQL, which is connected to our Firebase. We got functions working without having to pay anything, and we were able to create a little registration screen that would just register a user. However, it's not taking anybody anywhere, but it's registering the user, which is perfect. That's exactly what we want. Now, tomorrow, the goal is to allow a user, when they click on sign up, that it should wait. If I click, oh thank God. Okay, yeah, that's what I was worried about. That like if I clicked on that user, if I click on sign up multiple times, that it would return something at least. Okay, so that works perfect. So tomorrow, let's talk about the login and forget password, and then we also need to have a state that remembers the user's logged in, and it should automatically, instead of taking them to the login screen every single time, I mean, if there's we should have a remember me button too. Good idea. So what we'll do is we will add a login, forget password, remember me, and then if the user toggles to remember me, then they'll take it to the home page directly. If they don't, then they're gonna stay at the login screen. Okay, that's gonna be a big thing. It's not gonna be all tomorrow. It's gonna be multiple days probably, but this is good progress. This is really good. I'm liking what we see so far. I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope that you're enjoying the series so far. I truly am, because I've learned a lot. I'll be excited to work with Firestore. I don't really know about real-time database and anything about that, But functions, that's a huge, I'm really, really happy about that. I'm really happy that works. Cool. All right. Have a good one. See ya.